Alright, boys and girls, this is our introduction to division, and today we're going to focus on the relationship between division and multiplication to help us kind of understand what we're doing. So when we remember multiplication, we know that we had a factor, that we multiplied by another factor, and we got our product or total. When you divide, you're going to take that total or product, divide it by one of the factors, and your answer is going to be the other factor. Okay? Simple enough, right? Well, in division, we don't use these terms products and factors. They actually have other names. So if we take this example, 35 divided by 7 is 5. Here's what each of those numbers means. So 35 is our dividend. It's our total amount of something that we want to divide equally. So if we want to say 35 divided by 7, this number, 7, is our divisor. It tells us how we want to divide the dividend. So this is telling me that I have 35 of something, and I want to divide it equally into 7 groups. And how many things will be in each of those groups is my quotient or answer. Okay? Now if you think about it back up this way, this would be our product, 35 divided by 7 equals 5. Okay, and if you turned around and multiplied these two factors, 7 and 5, you would in fact get 35, the product. So all you're going to do is kind of manipulate the numbers, change them around. You're going to take a larger number and divide them up equally into some number of groups and figure out what's in those groups. So dividend, total amount that you want to divide. Divisor tells you how many groups to divide it into or how many people you want to divide it to. And then your quotient or answer tells you how many things will be in each group or how many of whatever you're dividing each person would receive, things like that. Okay? Alright, here are some ways you're going to see the division symbol. You're going to see it on a slanted line like that. Most commonly you will see it this way. Or you might see it this way later, and this is going to help later on when you do long division and things like that. So you would still read it 6 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2, and here kind of backwards, 6 divided by 2. Alright, let's look at this example. So again, you have the factor times the factor equals the product. But now to help us, I'm going to use these symbols. So a square, remember, is number of groups times the number in each group equals the total. So if you look over here, remember the first couple of days we did, this meant 3 groups, 1, 2, 3 groups of 4 in each group. Or in our array, we had 3 rows, because rows comes first, 1, 2, 3, by 4 columns. Okay, so that's our example of that. When we look at it in division, you're going to remember to take your total, because this is now your dividend. It's the total amount we want to divide. And now I want to divide by a number of groups. 3. So this is telling me to take 12 and divide it equally amongst these 3 groups. So I want to know the group size, or the amount that will be in each of these groups. So all I'm going to do, since I know I have this many groups, is simply count until I get to 12. So I know this will have 1, 1, 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So notice I just put 1 in each of the groups and kept going until I reached the number 12, or the dividend. And now I see that the group size, or number in each group, is 4. Okay? If I come over here, now it's telling me that my dividend is 12, so I have 12, and then my divisor is 4. So I want to take 12, divide it equally into 4. Okay, so I have 4 in my group size, but I want to know how many groups I have. Well, I went ahead and did 4 in each group. So all I have to do is make my groups, 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. So I have 3 groups of 4, okay? So that's 2 different ways to look at it, but notice you still have product, factor, factor, product, factor, factor, okay? Alright, here are some word problems. This is going to better help you kind of visualize what's going on and make it more of a real life type situation. So, Mr. Bond was setting up 36 chairs for a musical. He had 6 rows of chairs. How many chairs were in each row? So what you could do if you're a visual person is try and draw yourself a picture. So I know he has 6 rows, so I could go ahead and draw that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, okay? But I need to figure out how many would be in each row. Okay, I know my total or my dividend, so I could go ahead and put that first. Remember that the total comes first in division. So I have 36 divided by, well, I know my number of rows, 6, equals, I just need to figure out how many are going to be in each row. So I can do exactly what I did last time. I'm going to start putting little dots in each of these rows until I come to 36. Then I'll count how many I have in each row. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So I'm finished, and I stop at 36 again because it's my total number of chairs. Now I'm going to count how many are in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's what my row size is, or the amount in each row. Now if I want to flip it and check it with multiplication, I would just say the number of rows I have is 6 times the row or group size, how many are in each row, 6 equals the total of 36. Now this is going to become much easier once you get fluent with your multiplication facts, but for now this is teaching you how to come up and draw a picture and figure out these answers without knowing your facts, okay? We're going to do another one. Alright, Mark bought some bags of limes. There were 5 limes in each bag. He bought 15 limes all together. How many bags of limes, or I'm sorry, how many bags of limes did he have? I'm sorry, that's a mistake. Alright, so here's what I know. I know that he has 5 limes in each bag, and I know that he has 15 total. So what I'm going to do is kind of group 5 dots together until I get to 15. So watch this example. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move over and keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's my second group of 5, but I need to get to 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to stop. So notice that these are my bags of limes, and I have 5 in each bag. So my group size I know is 5. Now all I have to do is make my bags because I want to know how many bags he has. So I'm going to make my 1 bag, 2 bags, 3 bags. Okay? So he has 3 bags of 5 limes each, and I do have 15 limes in all. If you check it with multiplication, I know I have 1, 2, 3 groups times 5 is my group size or number in each group. And all together when I add up each group, 5, 10, 15, that's my total. So it does indeed work, and you can always check division with multiplication, okay? What I'd like for you to do is you're going to do page 125 in your homework and remembering. Okay, these are word problems just like we were just doing. Okay, and then I'd like you to try this example, which is exactly what we've been doing, the 2 examples we just did together. Okay, this says, There were 10 photos on one wall of an art gallery. The photos were in rows with 5 photos in each row. How many rows were there? Okay, you can draw yourself a picture like I was doing to kind of help yourself visualize it. And then fill in the division here and then check with multiplication, okay? So give this a try. We'll go over it tomorrow and answer any kinds of questions that you may have. Please go back and rewatch this video though before you try homework if you don't feel comfortable yet, all right? Good luck, guys.